What is up guys, Sammy's Tech Help here. Today we're going to be unboxing the Alcatel One-Touch Pixi Glitz. Now this is a super low-end, super budget Android phone, and this is about as cheap as it goes, costing around $20 today if you were to purchase from a place such as Best Buy, which is actually where I picked up mine. And this thing is a really interesting device, and I've seen a couple of videos on it, so I thought I needed to get my hands on this thing and I wanted to review it myself. So let's take a quick look at specs, and really there's not a ton to look at here. It has a 3.5-inch screen, which is 320 by 480 pixels, a 2 megapixel rear-facing camera, which does 480p photos and videos, 256 megabytes of RAM, 512 megabytes of internal storage, which is expandable with an SD card up to 32 gigabytes, and a 1300 milliamp hour battery. And this is only for track phone. You might be able to get this unlocked, but honestly at this price point it would cost you way more to unlock it than it would be worth on other carriers. So if you're really looking for a phone for a different carrier, I honestly will advise you just to steer in a different direction or look for the equivalent on your carrier, because this thing is cheap and you don't want to be trying to mess around with unlocking this. Alright guys, let's go ahead and unbox this thing. So first things first, you just have to go ahead and cut the seal right here at the top, and that will allow us to get into the package up here and pull out our phone. Sorry about the glare here, not usual setup. Anyway, let's continue, and next you just pop this little thing right here off to reveal the treasure inside. So let's just go ahead and set that off to the side for a second, and let's see what kind of accessories we get with this. So you get the back cover, obviously that's just going to protect the battery and everything. You get the battery, you get a integrated micro USB to power brick. So unfortunately it's not a USB one, you cannot plug this into anything, you have to plug it directly into the wall. So you guys are going to have to look elsewhere if you need one of those. And then just quick start guides and activation junk, we don't need any of that. We're professionals here. And yeah, so next off, let's go ahead and see if this battery is pre-charged. Just open it right up. Before we do that, we have to have the moment of truth where we enjoy peeling off the screen protector. That was not actually that satisfying. Alright, so let's go ahead, throw the battery in. We've spent together. You feel it so the soon. Too many risks to take. Just let us see when we'll be finding. Alright, now our back is on. Let's go ahead and turn this guy on. So it does look like we come pre-charged. This is Android 4.4, I believe, 4.4 KitKat, and this is really old Android. I'm just throwing that out there right now. Honestly, I think the standard, especially for higher-end smartphones, is 6.0. 5, you can get away with Android 5, 5.1, because 5 is still a very good Android if you're running a lower, more of a budget kind of Android phone. So yeah, let's go ahead and actually just jump in here, because I've never really played around with setup in Android 4, at least not for a while. Alright, well, it's giving us a SIM rejection. I think we can just skip that. Right. You can skip and set up your Wi-Fi network later. We can just set that up now. It's going to let us connect to the nice Wi-Fi here that we get at the hotel Wi-Fi. Okay, it's connected. I'm not sure it's really gonna connect us. If you don't have a data plan, using data may result in significant charges. Yeah, I don't really know what's yelling at me about here. Let's just go ahead and continue. Let's skip the Google account thing. I don't want to do it a lot. Back up, no, we don't want to back up the phone. Location services, sure, why not, who cares. 5G. Oh my gosh, just leave me alone. Yes. Alright, so that was actually really quick. The setup there was not really all that much of a hassle. Again, the colors are super washed out here. The colors do not look this terrible in real life. I'm really sorry about this, guys. My camera setup's really funky at the moment. So, alright, there we go. Let's tell me about the app drawer. And here we go. We're in Android 4.0. This thing is really small. I'm just throwing that out there right now. This is one of the smallest screens I've ever probably touched on a smartphone. I think this is even smaller than the iPhone 4 screen by a tad. The phone is actually around the iPhone 4 screen size. Oh wow, okay, so it's just gonna randomly vibrate, I guess. So we're in our app drawer here. This is just simple Android 4.0. And there's not really a ton to see here. This phone is really not all that impressive for things. I will go ahead and throw up a video and photo sample right now. I can't tell if this is recording sideways or if it's recording up and down like this. I was holding it sideways when it started, so I'm not really sure. Weird phone. So, is this thing worth it? Well, that really depends on what you're getting it for. If you're getting this for a full-on smartphone, something you want to be carrying around with you, if you're a track phone person, and you want to just get a budget phone, I honestly strongly advise against this, because you really can spend $10 more and you can get a phone running Android 5 with actually usable specs. And although this thing is good, if you do only have $20 to spend, if you can honestly save up the extra 10 and just go for a slightly better phone, I would strongly advise it, because this thing is slow, clunky, and uses an outdated software, and I really would strongly recommend it for that purpose. If you are getting it, though, for just simply trying out an Android phone, if you need Android 4 for some reason, any of those purposes, then go for it. I mean, this is your go-to phone. I don't know any other phones on the market that still run Android 4, kind of like finding a Windows Vista or even a Windows 7 PC for that matter on the market at this point. You're just not really going to find it. So this is a great phone for that, but if you're actually looking to have a real phone to use on a daily basis, I strongly recommend that you look in another direction. So that wraps up the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. But most importantly, guys, as always, have a great day.